Sleep. Sometimes blur it in your Jeep so your peeps can stare at the rhymes. Real rhymes, not your everyday hologram. Even when ribs is touching, never swallow the ham.
Yo, what's going on? My hay fever is moving wild, so you're gonna have to forgive me. This week almost didn't happen, but you know how it is, consistency is key. Today we're going to be talking about this water flosser. It's an electric flossing machine, which essentially has got a detachable head unit, so that you can change the nozzles on the top, to different types of nozzles to allow you to floss as effective as possibly, man. Essentially, it's got a few different modes. So when you hit the mode on there, you've got like high to low, so you can sort of change it between the level of pressure that you wish. It's got a light to show you when the battery is low, on and off button. I won't press that because the bottom's actually filled with water. So how does this thing work? Essentially, flossing is a big thing, man. Like, even as an adult, bruv, I remember coming across these TikToks or Instagrams or whatever, and you've got the health professionals that will be like, yo, make sure you're brushing your teeth this particular way or for this long, and you know what I mean, we're using these brush heads, does this. I mean, I don't know how many people pay particularly close attention to things like that, but it's a conversation I get into with my brethren, and shout out Joe for hooking me up with this in the first place, because it's changed the game. I'll put my hands up and say, listen, like, as much as I am someone that I'm quite into personal hygiene, so like, I'll make sure I go to the dentist at least once a year, you know what I mean, teeth cleaned and all of that, but it don't mean anything unless you keep up the work yourself, right? So I slack with flossing sometimes, man. You know what it's like, you're getting up for work and that, and then you gotta stand an extra couple of minutes to be going back and forth with the string thing. Now, me personally, like, you got the two different types of traditional flosses. You've got like the satin ribbon by Oral-B. Let me show you. Let me go back. Yeah, you got like the satin tape, which essentially is like a little bit of a thinner tape, so that you can get it in between finer angles. And then you've got the traditional waxed floss, right? Just pick up from Superdrug or whatever, bruv. That's more of a thicker string, so depending on the sensitivity of your gums, it could be a bit more painful, or you could see more bleeding when you're flossing. That's where this comes in, because it's got so many different heads that you can actually choose one that is suitable for you. So in terms of the flossing strength and the direction, when I first got this thing for about I took it out of the box, used it, and first of all, the water went all over the place. My entire bathroom was just collapsed, so I put it down and didn't use it for another couple months. Then I was like, hang on a minute. And because what I'd done at first, I had it facing this way, right? So I would be pressing the button and then using it like this. But then when I do that, the splashback just literally going all over the gaff. So I changed it around and started using it like this with my hand this way, so that basically whenever you get the angle, you can lean over the sink, open your mouth and do what you need to do. Pause. And so there's a knack to it. The instruction manual don't tell you that. It comes with this cool box, this carry case. So when I'm traveling, I can take this bad boy with me. Of course, the instruction manual, it's important because the instruction manual actually tells you what all the different types of heads, do their different jobs for. So you've got like a normal like toothbrush head, which also projects water. You've got like a finer, I think this is, I've forgotten the terminology, but basically I've got this other teeth cleaning tool. Let me grab it 1 second. So, if you've got like wisdom teeth coming through, you can use like one of these types of brushes, right? And get into like if you've got any gaps or holes by your wisdom teeth, so you can really brush so that any like food that is stuck or whatever. So the fact that it comes with something like that, that water goes through as well, is really good. And then you've got like a tongue cleaner as well, a tongue scraper that water also projects through. So that's another cool one. You've got one for your nose. And then you've got this other like really fine like plastic. I don't know if it's going to focus too well. This really fine plastic thing, right? And essentially this allows you to like point this bit of plastic between your teeth. So if you really want to get into finer areas, then that's for you. And you've got another spare brush head as well. It charges via this like proprietary. Actually, no, I don't think that this is proprietary, to be fair. This is like your standard, like I want to call it a PlayStation type of plug situation, like old school PlayStation type of thing. But it's like quite a skinnier version. But it's USB-A, so if you are traveling, you know, boom, plug it into whatever you want, and you're good. Boy, I've had this for about a year. I haven't had to charge it, other than when I first got it. So battery life, it's good. So yeah, man, I would recommend this. It's a great tool for flossing. This is also a young reminder, you young adults and grown adults, even the youths, them. Yeah, man, make sure you're big on your flossing game, bruv. It changes the game. You get me? Yeah, it's a big go, man. It's easy to use. The nice thing about it as well, like, if you just keep, like, personally, I just keep this on my bathroom sink, right? So it's always there, right next to like where the toothbrush would be. So it's even more encouraging to actually continue to floss. So it acts as a little reminder. It's easy to just chuck these things in a drawer and then you get me. That's it. So yeah, that's it, man. Peace, blessing, love.